cool, I think, to kind of like be doing this off, you know, because it's like you're talking to somebody and not going, you know what I mean? Like, I always thought that was kind of...
It's the TV tricks. I can't stand it when people have microphones and they go across their body. I'm like, you've got a microphone. Stand there and do this.
Exactly.
But go ahead and tell us a little bit about what...
that out, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to the last couple of years.
Oh, man. Been touring, done some overseas tours, and, you know, just keeping on, man, and keeping the music going and spreading it to you know, our friends around the country and around the world. And right now, actually, we've been writing some songs for another CD, and hopefully early next year, 2017, we're going to the studio and we'll put another record out. So I'm excited about that.
Now, playing an outdoor festival such as this today, how is that different than playing in a bar somewhere, as far as acoustics and what you have to do to get on stage, all the different things?
Oh, I mean, every gig has its own, its own vibe and its own logistics and everything. I mean, we make it happen no matter what, but you know, festivals are great because obviously you can get in front of a lot of people and reach a lot of people, you know, and connect with a lot of people, and that's really cool. But me personally, I also like the intimacy of playing in venues, you know, where you're kind of just physically closer to people, and like people are up in your face. You know, I mean, we actually play a lot of listening rooms, gigs where it's kind of like there's no dancing, there's no, you know, it's like
all sitting around in
all
chairs.
sitting around, and you know, they like to hear the stories behind your songs and stuff like that. You know, where they are literally like in your face. So to kind of remedy that at festivals, I like to go, you know, physically, I like to go down into the crowd and kind of get close to people, because I do love that connection, you know, with people. And like when you know, especially with an expressive instrument like a guitar, you know, I mean, you can sort of, you know, people will kind of grab on to certain things that you say on your instrument, you know what I mean? And so when you're close to people like that, and you know that you're, you know, you can really, I like seeing people's expressions and how they respond to certain things that I play, or certain things that I say on my instrument. And you know, you can get those little reactions, and then you can kind of play to that person, kind of maybe even do it again to say like, yeah, you know, we just made that connection, and then like do that on a larger scale, you know. Just I love that intimacy too. So it's, you know, I'll do it here today in Paxico for sure.
Now, with some of the different areas that you've played, where do you find your biggest fan base? Is it on the coasts? Is it in the Midwest?
You know, I mean, all over the country we have certain areas that have been really, really supportive for us. You know, Midwest is actually really great for, I would say, you know, most touring artists in the States, because, you know, there's a lot going on in the Midwest. I mean, going up that I-35 corridor especially, I mean, there's so much, you know, going on, you know, through, you know, Oklahoma and Kansas and Iowa and all the way up to Minneapolis, and there's a probably a bigger concentration of gigs, at least for us as well, in the Midwest. So that is one of our best markets, and we've made a lot of friends in the Midwest, man. You know, that's cool.
Now, after you're done today, what's some of your next gigs that you're going to be going to?
We're going back to Texas for a couple of weeks, and then in October we actually do a 2-week tour where we're going back to the Midwest. You know, Omaha, Kansas City, a bunch of gigs in Iowa, Minneapolis, you know, jutting over to Wisconsin for a gig, and back over to Iowa, coming back down through Kansas City and Tulsa on the way back home. So again, it'll probably be our 4th trip to the Midwest this year, and it's only, you know, September.
Fantastic.
So, but
Now, how important is social media to you as a blues artist?
Well, just as an artist in general. I mean, yes, I mean, the blues scene has been really awesome to us, and I still kind of fall under that blues umbrella. But as you know, I mean, you've heard my music. It's not. It's probably got a little toe in the blues still, but it's very you know, modern sounding. But yes, we're definitely, you know, we embrace the blues community, and they've embraced us. So it's definitely a good relationship. But you know, I mean, social media is a necessary tool nowadays. I mean, no matter what genre you're in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People are just doing it. I just had this conversation with a friend of mine at the gig in Topeka last night. He was asking about publicity and, you know, hey, you haven't been on our morning show in a long time in Topeka. And I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago was the last time I was on the Topeka morning TV show. Yeah. And I was just having this conversation with him. It kind of flipped, you know, years ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago, but I used to have a lot of opportunities to do like morning TV and that sort of thing as a tour support, you know, to help promote the gigs and stuff. But as I, you know, did shows, gigs, and performances, I would talk to people and ask, you know, so, you know, hey, did you see me on the morning, you know, morning TV show? And it was always no, you know, and so I started asking the audiences. It's like, oh, hey, it's great to be back in Topeka. Yeah. You know, how many of y'all saw me on the morning show? No hands went up. Yeah. And then I thought about it. Well, if you're up that early anyway,
you're
to see me at well, yeah. I mean, if you're up at 7 a.m., you're not going to go to a 9 o'clock concert. Yeah. You're going to be in bed already. You know what I mean? So, and then I started asking, how many of y'all read it on Facebook? And like 90% of the hands went up. And I was like, well, that was a huge indicator for me. Yeah. So we stopped even pursuing, you know, the TV stuff and just concentrated on social media and target marketing, and it's been working great, you know.
Fantastic.
It's really necessary. Like I said, no matter what genre you're in.
Well, before I let you go, my friend,
I got plenty of time. I don't go on for like an hour and a half. Let's do this.
Couple things.
My wife says I talk too much, so this is a perfect opportunity for me to get all my energy out.
Get it all out. What do you have planned as far as the set and everything today? Have you figured out what you're doing yet?
Use the bathroom.
We'll edit that out.
Go.
Ask it again. Sorry.
As far as the set list and everything, what do you have kind of planned as far as, because you've got a lot of music.
I do. You know, I never write out a set list. I just call them off the top of my head.
You just go.
Yeah, we just go, and I think I've gotten comfortable with that now, and my guys in my band are very comfortable with that too. I think they just kind of trust me, just kind of go with the flow, and you know, I kind of tailor it to. I mean, obviously, I have you know the songs that we do like on a regular basis that you know are on like the latest few CDs and that sort of thing, and the ones that people tend to request and whatnot. But what order I do them in, or if I, you know, maybe do some from a previous CD or whatever, kind of just depends on the vibe of the audience, you know. If I notice that they're kind of rocking out more to like the little bit heavier songs, I'll put a few of the heavier ones of mine, you know, in there. You know what I mean? So.
Excuse me again, sorry.
Well, before we let you go, social media, websites, how do we get a hold of you?
I'm very, very easy. As long as you know how to spell my name, I am super easy to find. HamiltonLoomis.com. Hamilton, LOOMIS.com. And there's all the links on there. I mean, they're all pretty obvious. Facebook.com/Hamilton Loomis. You know, it's I'm really easy to find, and please like my artist page, which is the Hamilton Loomis official artist page on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everything, and yeah, you know, we're just
fantastic. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Before we go any further, I want y'all to give a big round of applause to Josh and his band up here before us. Killer man. Keep that going for Hector and his band up there before